The first principle of discipline begins with observing the self. You have to study yourself more than you study others. Namaste, my name is Sachin. For next 30 mornings, I am walking Chamundi Hill footsteps. Today is third day of my morning walk, and this morning we talk about what is the fundamental of discipline. The fundamental of discipline is observing the self observation. Everybody want to change, everybody want to transform. We want to make radical changes in our life. But to change ourselves, the decision we undertake is by observing the other. We have all the information about what XYZ people are doing. We know what clothes celebrities are wearing. We know what movies releasing. We we have everything about the routines of other people, watching social media, browsing through lifestyle of people. But in this whole cycle of observing the world, we forget something fundamental, which is knowing the self. If you want to have a routine, if you want to have a discipline, the discipline has to arise from your own observation about your own life. Your greatest teacher is not in some podcast or in some self help book or listening to a spiritual discourse. They all are beautiful things, but if you really want to know what you need to do, self reflection is the fundamental. Self reflection is the foundation of a successful routine you want to implement in your life. You have to observe everything about yourself. Observe what you think, observe how you are feeling when you wake up, observe yourself during the noon, afternoon, evening, observe yourself how is your sleep, observe yourself how you are when you're talking to somebody, observe yourself when you're listening to somebody, observe yourself how you behave when you are in a traffic or when you are alone in your room. Observe yourself how you are when you are reading a book, you are watching a movie, or gone for a stroll in the lake. Observe yourself when you are not able to do what you want to do. Observe yourself when you are doing what you want to do. Basically, observe everything about yourself. When you really start observing everything about yourself, that is where the seed of transformation lies. That is where the first step towards transformations is taken. Let me ask these two fundamental questions. How can you improve something you have not studied? How can you really master your mind if you have not examined it? I spent 8 years walking across India, a distance of more than 20,000 kilometers. I lived in an ashram for 3 years studying Upanishads under a teacher. During these 11 years, only thing I did was watching myself. I walked across the whole country, but it was not to observe the world. It was to observe myself. There was a point in my life when I really did not like what was happening in my life. I did not like the person I was. So I questioned everything about me. I questioned the good decisions I made. I questioned the bad decisions I made. I questioned everything. I took my life as a laboratory and I experimented. I tried so many kind of things, and the sole purpose of it was understanding myself in fullness. And after 11 years of wandering around inside, the only fundamental thing I can say about transformation is transformation really begins when you observe yourself with utmost honesty. Because real action does not come from following someone else's routine. Real action can only arise when you really know what is happening in your life, when you really know why you do what you do and why you don't do what you don't do. And the most beautiful part about observing the self is the more you observe yourself, the less validation you seek from the outside world. the less you want to become like somebody else. You start realizing the joy of being original. When you really observe yourself and you start acting based on that, you find out how amazing it is to be fully original, how beautiful it is to not follow somebody else but take action that arises from your own being. So, from today onwards, start this sincere journey of observing yourself throughout the whole day. Like when we edit pictures, we put these filters so that we look good. If you really want to look good in your life, you add the filter of observing the self throughout the 24 hours of your life, and you will realize this filter of self observation will make you feel amazing and will make you look amazing. So, if you really want to observe yourself, I have written some questions that can help you observe yourself more honestly. I'm reading those questions for you now. Who are you when no one is watching? What patterns you keep repeating in your daily life? Are you making decisions out of fear? And if yes, what is that fear? Which part of your personality you have borrowed from outside world? Do you simply speak what you have heard or read, or you speak what is your real experience? What habits and relationships you are carrying that no longer serves you? How do you respond to pain, happiness, failure, criticism, praise? Basically, how do you respond to everything that is happening in your life? Are you still seeking validation from the world? If yes, why? Do you think you are honest in your daily living? Who do you think you are without comparing yourself with the world? Every day find pocket of stillness in your life. It can be morning, it can be noon, it can be lunch hours, it can be evening, it can be before you sleep. You find that 1 or 2 hours in your daily life to really observe yourself, how you have lived today. And also, like I said, keep this filter of self observation throughout the 24 hours of your life. And you will start realizing that you are already improving in your life. If you really want to correct yourself, the best possible way is self observation. I use this word self observation a lot today, but it is really fundamental. So I hope you carry this word in your daily life, in every moment of your life, where the fundamental way of seeing life is not judging the world, but to see yourself, what you are, how you are responding, and what is happening to you. Have a wonderful day. See you tomorrow.